Hey everybody, check it out. We've got a fun one for you today because this is the new Toyota GR86, but this is the 10th anniversary special edition.
Yep, that's right, Tommy, and that is a wild color, my man.
Yeah, so it's called Solar Shift. Although I'm a little curious because when this car was first debuted, and maybe for Japan, it was called Flame Orange, a throwback to the original 86 kind of idea. But what do you think of the color? Be sure to let us know in the comments section below. Now, they've done a couple other things for the 10th anniversary, including these wheels.
Yeah, I like those wheels. Once again, you know, black is the new black, Tommy, because every wheel now that is on a new car seems to be black.
Yeah, it certainly is the in color. But against this orange, I think it looks really good. And this wheel design is very, very unique. So you can see it kind of starts with this little two-spoke design and then branches out almost to this snowflake pattern, which is a very cool look. And this is of course, a forged wheel. Now, the 86 was recently redone, and they did a whole bunch of improvements to this model.
Yeah, so obviously this shares a chassis with the Toyota BRZ. This is the second generation. In Europe, this has always been the 86. In America, it became the 86 like 5 years ago.
And some would say the BRZ is actually manufactured by Subaru. But
what did I say?
Toyota.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
That's okay, Dad.
I'm too busy trying to focus the camera on the right image.
Made much bigger mistakes in the past. Now,
oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
this car is powered by a 2.4 liter Boxster four-cylinder with 228 horsepower and 184
Why don't you pop the hood?
foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, I guess we
Let's
can do
show
that.
them. I mean, let's face it, the anniversary edition doesn't get any additional performance upgrades, right? So we're saying the same engine, the same transmission, but it does get some cool colors and it does get some cool stitching, which we'll show you in a second. But there it is. There's the Subaru sourced Boxer.
Yep, the D4S. This is a huge improvement over the outgoing 86, by the way. I've driven a bunch of these with the new engine, and the torque band is so much more usable. You don't get that little weird torque dip. They did a fantastic job. Now, from the side here, a couple of things worth noting. We got the shiny black mirrors, which look really good. This is a really kind of early pre-production model, so it's got a heavy dark tint so that most folks can't see the inside.
Hey,
but
by
we'll
the
show
way,
you the inside.
What's that over there?
This is a GR Corolla.
Yeah, we've got a video of that one coming as well. So if you guys are interested in that car, because that's the new hot hatch on the block, be sure to stay tuned for alltfl.com.
I really like these stripes. I think they look great. Kind of like the Grand Sport stripes from the Corvette, but instead of being on the front fender, they're over here on the B-pillar. And then out back, we've got the big spoiler, which is this cool matte black. And then out the rear, we have a really kind of cool taillight setup with these enormous tips. And I think we should start it up because that's something a little bit special.
Yeah, I'm going to take my mic off and you give him a little bit of a rev. Let him listen to what this bad boy sounds like. I love those fluted exhausts. They're
Plus,
really cool.
check it out. These are the GR tips. You may even have to go a little further back.
Well, just go start it.
This thing's kind of a beast for noise. You don't want to blow out the mic here.
All right, we won't blow up the mic. We won't blow up the mic, Tommy. There you go. That does sound good. Now, Tommy, I got good. Here, why don't you hold this for a second? I got to put my mic back on.
Okay.
Give me a second. Did you show him the little GR hidden in the black stripe over here?
Yeah, it's
See
pretty
that?
cool, huh?
Show him that, huh?
That stands for Gazoo Racing, and there are now 3 models in this lineup. You got the Supra, you got the 86, and now you have the Corolla as well.
Yeah, Corolla GR, or GR Corolla.
So should we show them the inside?
Yeah. You made that mistake, Tommy.
I'm not trying to point out your mistakes. We all make mistakes.
I'm giving you a hard time. I'm just ribbing you. I leave that door open because it's so dark. It's like sitting in a cave.
Well, it beeps, so this is...
All right, well then close it.
Here, headlights on. Maybe that'll
There you go.
shut it up.
Nice. Now, actually, it looks better when you close the door. It's just it's blowing out the light. There you go.
All right, so a couple of cool things on the inside of this. So first of all, we've got the orange treatment on the seats here. If you pan down, you can see in the middle, you got the little orange stripe, as well as on the backrest, and then orange stitching along the side. The coolest part, though, is actually the door panel. It has this cool suede material with the 10th anniversary stitching there. Now, this is a really nice interior.
Here, I'll give you the camera. You can actually point stuff out.
This one is actually an automatic trim, believe it or not, which is a model that we often forget exists. Wow, that sounds really good. It's actually a really cool sounding engine. So this is your transmission selector, park, reverse, neutral drive, but it looks like a manual transmission knob, which is a little bit sneaky. Up here we've got some toggles. I love me some toggles in my car. So we've got our defrost, we got our rear defrost, front, We've got different modes there, and then of course recirc and then sync for the climate control. This is the Toyota infotainment system in this model, which is I think this is also shared with Subaru, isn't it, Dan?
Yep.
Pretty sure that's true.
Yep.
And then we got our vents up here, round vents along the side. Headroom is pretty decent actually. This seat is adjustable. Bring it down a little bit, pretty good headroom. And then the steering wheel is a great steering wheel. The 86 is one of the best steering wheels in the industry. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. Of course, being the automatic spec, we've got paddle shifters, and then GR is down here at the base of the steering wheel. Digital instrument cluster looks quite nice. Lots of kind of configurability in there. You can see some vital information like engine temperature, fuel, and then up here we have our little tachometer. This car is 0.6 of a mile on it, by the way. So it's brand new. It's also very pre-production.
You know, the rub on the 86 and BRZ has always been that they're a little under torquey, if that makes sense, right?
Not on the new model.
Right.
The new one's way better. I also love this. We're big iced tea drinkers, and you got the square cup holder, which is just perfect.
And this button actually does turn off complete traction control, which is nice.
Yep, you got some track modes here too, sport, snow.
So you can actually drift this thing around. And yeah, they have improved it. You know, the previous generation needed a turbocharger, but they didn't do that, but they did give it more torque, so it gets a little bit more punch.
Look at this too, in the middle.
Yep.
Got a little storage cubby. Push the button, open it up, and you got two more cup holders along with our USBs for charging. They did a great job with this interior. The seats are pretty narrow. I think if you are a Big Mac-sized fella, you're probably going to have a harder time getting comfortable in them.
Well, the problem I'm going to have is, look, this is not a family car. There is a back seat back here, obviously, but it's definitely for the kiddos or for groceries.
It's pretty small. Show them the trunk too.
Yeah, for sure.
So obviously, this vehicle, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of Subaru influence, including the key, which is a Subaru key. What's funny about this, right, is essentially Subaru.
That looks like a Porsche ducktail.
Essentially BMW.
Yeah.
GR Corolla, all Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a young lad your age, Tommy, sports cars were all the rage. There was an immense and significant battle going on between Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, right? Each made some really incredible sports cars, and maybe we're going back to that. Maybe now, you know, we're getting a manual Supra finally. We're getting the GR Corolla in 3 flavors. Maybe we are finally seeing a renaissance of Japanese sports cars. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, and of course, unfortunately, because not so many folks are making them, in order for the companies to save money, they have to oftentimes work together to make it financially viable. But it's cool that we're seeing it. This car looks great.
What kind of tires are we rolling on?
These are Michelin Pilot Sports, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it.
I'm behind the camera, so maybe you can go look at the other one.
Yes, Pilot Sport 4.
Okay, there you go.
Exactly.
And then, of course, the big question that everybody debates on the forums is which of the two, let's call them sister cars, right, is the more off-road track worthy one. I've got off-road on my brain. So is it the is it the BRZ or is it the 86? I've heard that the BRZ is just a little bit sharper on the track, but I have not experienced that myself.
Now, if you want one of these, we don't have pricing, or do we? Actually,
we do have pricing.
Yeah. Sort of. So that they kind of gave us an approximate price. They said, take the premium spec and add about $4,000. So that's going to be like mid to high $30,000 range, maybe like 36, 37,000. And then they're only building 860 of these.
Yeah, 86, get it, 860. Of course, the rub comes in when the dealer decides to mark it up by another 10K or more.
Right, that's the pickle.
And hopefully we're returning to a time when supply equals demand so that we get past all of these shenanigans that are going on right now, because you know, it's really great to be able to have both attainable and affordable sports cars, and I hope that trend continues. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you want to see more of the Toyota Sports lineup from the GR86 all the way to the Corolla, all the way to the new manual Supra, all TFL.com.
See you next time.
Ciao.